Hey everyone, it's Misty with My Paper Cuts, and for this video I would like to share one stamp 3 ways type of thing. I've done this in the past and it was lots of fun, and I went to a huge crafty yard sale a couple of months ago and I found this stamp here. This is from 2013 Stampendous. It's called Penguin Pear, and my daughter has been into penguins ever since she was little, and I thought it was adorable, and it was $2. But I couldn't decide how I wanted to use it, so I decided to color it with 3 different mediums and make 3 different styles of cards. And then there's also a bonus set of cards that don't have this on them that was born out of doing this. So here's the stamp. The first set of cards is done in a more traditional style. I colored them with Copics. I did use this set here, which is from Darice. It's the Nesting Wavy Squares. And I used just some Christmas papers from my stash. So here is the image colored up in Copics. So just traditional red and green. I had these Noel already cut with some red foil paper. I did a couple of banners with some green foil paper and just some red to make that stand out. Really basic layout. The inside says, "Enjoy the wonders of the season." This is from that same stamp set that I keep talking about that I got from HSN. It is a huge binder of a bunch of holiday sentiments, and I just stamped that in green. I believe that is Mowed Lawn or Lucky Clover in Distress Oxide ink. So that is the first set of cards, and I did it with a mix of different patterns. So I thought I would just flip through those real quick. This video might be a little bit longer because there are a bunch of cards to share, but I really want to get them put away. So that's the first set. And then the second set of cards I did with watercolor. So for this set, I used this paper from Bo Bunny. This is called Altitude. I love this collection. Every time it was at Tuesday morning, I picked it up, which is why I have so much. There are several sets in here. I also have some of the papers in 12 by 12, but I also have this set that I picked up in a D-stash. These are some stitch snowflakes and this lovely icy border. This is from Jaded Blossom. I don't know if there's a name. Oh, Winter Dyes. So I have some already cut out there, but this is the set. I love, love, love this set. So for that one, here are the cards for that. This one I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I made 7. Sometimes I've shown in the past, I like to, especially when I watercolor, I like to re-stamp after I watercolor or color an image. And I did unmount this so I could use it on my Misty. And I think I messed up one and it kind of doubled up, so I didn't get to use it. But there's the image watercolored. It is popped up on some foam with some silver and then some purple. This purple is Distress Oxide or Distress ink in Seedless Preserves because it matched the purple so well. And I cut that icy border in the silver shimmer paper as well and just trimmed it down to fit underneath my image. A Simple Merry Christmas, also stamped with Seedless Preserves, and I also colored and double did the banner again. But this bottom purple layer is just white cardstock colored with the Seedless Preserves Oxide. And then the inside I stamped with Seedless Preserves. And that was just a snowflake stamp I had from Tim Holtz. And then It's the Happiest Season of All. So I will flip through these ones. So again, this is the watercolor version. This one's kind of a little double stamped, but I thought it was still usable. And there is that one. I was really pleased with how those ones turned out. And then for my daughter, I had shared previously that she is very into woodland style, especially when I shared her Save the Dates. So I made her 10 cards, and I actually made a dozen, but I kept 2 for myself. And these ones are in colored pencils on craft. So I kept 2. So for this one, I had this sheet here of pattern paper, and I just cut it down into strips. And I still had half a sheet left, which is why there's an additional set of cards that don't have the penguins, because I was very inspired by the way this turned out. So the strips in the background, the center piece is the pattern paper. The outer pieces are embossed with one of my all-time favorite embossing folders from Tim Holtz, which is this 3D one, which is called, oh, I don't know what this one's called, but it's this awesome realistic wood slice. So, and then all of those pieces are matted on green, and everything is splattered with white paint. And for the penguin cards, I have a brown mica stain that I also splattered. I used one of those little snowflakes out of that Jaded Blossom set, and I layered them up. The craft was too plain, and then so I popped it on another one that was white and just turned it. And then I did a little green heart. There's a little bit of white gel pen to bring out the dots on the hat there. This Warm Christmas Wishes came from this Simon Says stamp set. It's right there. This is called Warm Christmas Wishes. So, and then the inside of this one, I stamped with some Tim Holtz pine pieces, and sharing this season together is the greatest gift of all. That is also from that Crafter's Companion binder. So I have 2 of those ones left here, and I sent her the other 10. So there's the 2 there. So I made 12 of those. And then out of that, because I still had that half a sheet, I did this set of cards. So this piece here is from this Tim Holtz set, which is, I think, from last year. And it's right there. I love these little sentiment signs. They're just so much fun to put together. So instead of embossing that, because I already had this embossed background, which I did the same way as the penguin one, I did just splatter this one in green instead to go with the greenery. But I did stamp that with just a wood texture background stamp. And then I cut a whole bunch of greenery. I already had some of these cut out, but they are a mix of these 3 sets. So there's this one, which is called Large Funky Festive. There's this one that is the Holiday Greens Mini, which I use this all the time. And then there's this one, which this piece in particular and this one I used. This is just Holiday Greens. So this is the regular version and this is the mini version. So every year I use those greens, those different foliage type sets from Tim. They just come back year after year. They're totally timeless. For some of them I did a little inking. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I did a little bit of oxide inking just to give them more texture, but I just picked several pieces and layered them behind. And then the inside of this one isn't done yet because I don't know if I want to make this an actual Christmas card or a winter card. I think with the Christmas tree looking icon there, it does look more Christmas, but I think I could still make this winter. So I haven't decided what to put on the inside of these yet, but I did make 12 of these as well because that's exactly what I had left of that pattern paper piece. So hopefully you enjoyed my video of one stamp, this little $2 stamp. I got dozens of cards and all in different styles. So that's my share for today. Sorry it was a longer one, but I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you on the next one. Toodles.